Hello folks, welcome to my YouTube page once again, and this time I'm going all the way back to the original series. I am reviewing the original Ultraman series from 1966 to 1967. And Ultraman is not technically a sequel or a spin-off to the first Ultra show. The first Ultra show was called Ultra Q. And what Ultra Q was is like a combination of the X-Files and the Outer Limits TV show. So, but they just throw in some monsters inside there. So that's basically what the show was about. It's more about like a suspense kind of like monster show, where the humans are fighting one-on-one with the monsters, and the monsters are like are technically like human-sized monsters, and they find them on the streets or whatever. And like that, and they try like to get rid of them. But this new Ultra show is called Ultraman, and it's the second Ultra show in the series of Ultra shows. And what Ultraman is that he's a space being from Nebula M78, and he comes from the land of light. So in the first episode of the show, the Science Patrol, which is a elite, well, it says right here. I'll show you what it is. Grab the box right now. Show you that right now. There you go. The Science Patrol, an ultra sophisticated police force equipped with high-tech weaponry and spacecraft. So that's basically what the Science Patrol in the show really does. They investigate monsters and they try to get rid of them as they can, actually. So that's basically what they do, actually. And as you can see, it's a nice little cover shot of the actor Sasumi Kurobi. There's a logo right there, but I can't take it out because it's so sticky against the page. But that's basically what they do. And in the first episode of Ultraman, a monster is coming to Earth like that. So the Science Patrol gets into their vehicles, into their spacecrafts, and goes out to investigate what's been going on. One of the people in the spacecraft is named Hayata. So he goes chasing after the monster that just came from outer space. So he's chasing the monster, and all of a sudden this red ball just comes out of this other light ball comes out of nowhere, and it accidentally crashes into him. Unbeknownst to Hayata, the inside that little light ball is actually the original Ultraman, and Ultraman accidentally crashes into him, and he feels very sorry for accidentally killing this man. So what he does, in order to save Hayata's life, Ultraman combines himself with Hayata by using his own life force to save Hayata. And so Ultraman gave Hayata this little like I don't know what you call it. It looks like a stick or something like that. I totally forgot what it's called, but he gives him like a little device that actually helps him helps him to transform into Ultraman himself. So Hayata becomes Ultraman. So that's what happened inside the first episode. So he fights the monster, and he gets rid of the monster with the specimen beam pose that he's doing right here, and actually light comes from his hand and attacks the monster right there. And if you want to know what the monster looks like, here he is right there in the first episode. That's what the monster is. So it's actually a really good show, but there aren't really that many highlights episodes inside here. The entire series is one big actually highlight reel of the entire show. It's just such a cool ass looking show, and I really liked it actually a lot. It's one of the best Ultraman shows I've ever watched. It goes right along with Ultraman Tiga. It goes right along with Ultraman Nexus and the Next, and the movies and everything else. So Ultraman does make an appearance in a lot of the other Ultra shows. He does appear in Ultraman Jack and Taro and Ace. I don't think he appears in Ultraman Leo, but he does appear in Ultraman Tiga, where him and Ultraman Tiga team up for one episode. But it's only just a brief couple of minutes actually that he's actually there. It's just an excuse for him to be inside, since Ultraman Tiga is the 30th anniversary of Ultraman, in celebration of the original Ultraman show. So that's basically what happens. But I'll tell you right now about this huge box set actually that I have right here. We do have 2 volumes. This is actually volume one, series one, volume one, and actually that's series one, volume two right there. So that's a combined Ultra shows. You probably find on Amazon.com as a complete series of Ultraman box set with the two sets inside there. So you might find inside there. So I'll tell you what it actually looks like. It looks pretty good. Here's like a little 3D cover. It's a little bumpy right there. You know, on the back you got a lot of these really good that just synopsis of what the show is really about. It says right here, this 3-disc set contains the first 20 episodes in the original uncut length. New remastered version with stereo sound and brilliant color. That's false, guys. Okay, this looks like a bootleg copy of like an overseas product you might find in Hong Kong or China or something like that, or some like bootleg store in Chinatown in New York or something like that. And it does have the English language, but the thing about the English language in here, that it goes out a lot of the times like that, and it gets replaced with the Japanese language with English subtitles. So that's not a very good. That's not actually a very good thing, actually. And the company is called BCI that who released it. Now it's called Mills Creek Entertainment, I think. That's what it's called now. That is re-releasing the show in a complete set. So they unfortunately have this show as part of their DVD lineup in their company. It's a phenomenal, fantastic show. But I'm just saying the picture quality is really bad and the audio just goes out a lot of the times, you know. And but for BCI, before they went over to Mill Creek Entertainment, they actually did a really good job with the cover. I mean, I really like the 3D cover art inside here. It looks really good. It looks really good. The picture is really nice of this Shin Hayata, who is played by Sasumi Kurobi in the series. And when you actually open it up, I'll show you what it looks like. Sorry, folks. Just put it over here for a second. So some of the DVDs are actually really good too. You actually open it up, and there's like a DVD right here. There you go, Ultraman. Volume 1. Here's like the first disc, and it looks really good. The DVDs look pretty good actually. Here's a little booklet you got inside here that tells the whole story about Ultraman and what's it all about and stuff like that. And that's pretty good. You got a lot of special features inside here too, with the English voice cast inside here too, who did the dubbing for Ultraman in English here in America. So it's actually really good. That's one thing that I can say really good about this show, about this set. They did a really good job of the packaging. Can't really show you the other ones because they're just, you know, they're almost exactly the same. So the cover art is right here, but I can show you the highlight episodes for Series 1, Volume 1. And the only highlight episode that I can find is episode number 10. It's called The Mysterious Dinosaur Base. And of course the first episode where they introduce Ultraman to the world. Episode 10, okay? This is really the highlight episode of the entire set right here. And if you don't know who the Mysterious Dinosaur Base is and who's inside the Mysterious Dinosaur Base, what happened was Eiji Tsuburaya, I hope I'm spelling his name right, who created Ultraman, the show, didn't really have enough monster suits, so he had to go to Toho Productions and grab a Godzilla suit. Two of them actually, the one from 1964 and the one from Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. So what happened was, he cuts off the head of the Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster suit and cuts off the head of the Godzilla vs. Mothra suit from 1964, and he puts the Godzilla vs. Sea Monster head that Godzilla suit had on top of the 1964 Godzilla suit. So that's how that, and what happened was he puts the frill, like kind of like a leafy frill, around his neck, so then people won't know that this is actually people won't know that this is actually well, it just tells people when they're watching TV that this is a totally original monster we just made up ourselves, but it wasn't. They just cut the two suits off and just put like a frill at the end. So his name in this show is actually Gyrus or whatever. It's Gyrus, I think. Yeah, his name is out here is actually Gyrus in this episode. So it's actually really good. Or Kiru or whatever it's called, actually, whatever they have in the Japanese version. So they actually fight each other. So if you're looking for Godzilla versus Ultraman, I think episode 10 of the original show is basically Godzilla versus Ultraman, and he's actually played by the same actor, same Suitmation actor who does the original Godzilla's films back in the day, and I think his name is Nakajima. Yeah, Nakajima. He does Jairus inside here too, so it's actually a really really good, a really good episode actually. It's like it's actually a really good episode. And it's and you kind of feel sorry for them at first, Tsuburaya Productions actually, because they really had a hard time just to make the Ultraman show. From their biography, from what I read online and everything, they really spent a lot of money, really worked their butts off to make a really good Ultra show. So they did a really good job with that, with episode 10. Actually, I'm very proud of them actually, and it is in fact an incredibly good show. And I'm just gonna put this down now. I'll show you the other set. Now here is another one. This is actually, like I said earlier, this is Series 1, Volume 2, and Hayata's right here, and there's all the other monsters he fights. Gamora, who's a very extremely popular Ultra monster right beside the Baltons. And you got a bunch of other ones here too on the back. Of course, Ultraman doing his famous pose. In the episodes list and like that. So it's actually a pretty good. They got really good episodes actually. And the only highlight episode I can find out on this set is the very last episode. It's called Farewell Ultraman. And what happens in the last episode of the original Ultraman show, fans are introduced to another Ultraman. That's Ultraman Zophie. So Ultraman Zophie is the second Ultraman that gets introduced during the Ultra series. It's not Ultra 7. It's Ultraman Zophie. He's a commander of Ultraman that sends him to Earth and stuff. So he gets introduced inside here, and Ultraman actually gets beat by this one guy named Zeton or something like that, or Zeton or whatever his name was. He's like a monster. Earwig, I think, and that's who he is. So all in all, I should show you right here. The packaging is really loose, and some of the stuff are just falling apart. See, if you look on the back, there's a science logo for the Science Patrol. It's actually really really nice. It's actually really nice looking actually, and what it looks like. And that's the way I got it, folks. So. It's going to take too much time to open it because it's really sticky packaging and stuff like that. So there you have it, folks, the original Ultraman. Now you're probably wondering what's the CD box set doing down here, CD soundtrack box set doing underneath the show, and that's a bonus for everybody who is an Ultraman fan or just who loves classic TV shows. And I'll show you what it is. This right here, folks. Damn tags. Is the 40th anniversary Ultraman song collection, and you get all the songs from the original Ultraman shows all the way up to Ultraman Mebius, and features songs by V6, who does Ultraman Tiga right here, Take Me Higher, and also the ending song Dinah, Gaia, this Ultraman Neos, Ultra 7's inside here. Not a big fan of his. Max, all the other Ultraman. Here's the American Ultraman as well too. It looks really good. Damn tags, jeez. Here's your song titles right there. Nice job. Really nice job with the show. I'll put this over here for a second. Oops, sorry. I'll put it back. What the soundtracks actually look like. Disc 1. Your booklet. What's it based on. Shows, they'll just tell you what songs come from which TV shows and such. Really nice looking soundtrack. Disc 2. Disc 2, really nice. It looks colorful actually. I like the colors. Very neon. Disc 3, the final cover, the final one. They have songs ranging from the TV shows, the opening and ending credits, and also the movie songs as well too. So if you're looking for, let's say, Ultraman Tiga and Ultraman Dinah's films, endings onto that is called Shining on Love. You're gonna find that in this soundtrack, and I might just put it up actually because I like that song as well too. So I'll probably put up a lot of the Ultra songs on here too. It's going to take a little time to put them up, folks. I won't do them right away, but I will actually. If you want to know one more thing, if you're going to be curious as to know why I'm not showing any Ultraman clips, The reason for that is because YouTube has a copyright policy, and I don't want to violate that policy, folks. Okay, so if you, just don't get disappointed. It's not my rules; it's actually their rules. Okay, okay, and I just don't want this video to get deleted by them because I'm violating their rules or anything like that. So hey, you just gotta play it safe now and then. I choose to play it safe all the time. So I just want to be respectful and nice and everything else. So if you got a problem with me uploading if you got a problem with me not showing the clips like that, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. It's their rules and like that. So I can't really do anything about that. Okay. So what grade am I going to give the original Ultraman show on the soundtrack? The song collection. Well, the song collection, it automatically gets an A+. All the songs are there, opening and ending songs from the TV shows and the movies. The original Ultraman series, of course, once again, it gets an A+. It's one of the best shows I've ever watched. A really great Ultraman show. And after Ultraman's Ultra 7, and I'm not a fan of Ultra 7 actually. I think he's a cool looking Ultraman, but his show wasn't that great in the ratings, and I heard some of the episodes weren't that good actually. So there's a reason why Ultra 7 appears in a lot of the Ultraman shows, because they want to continue on his story in other Ultraman shows, tell about his backstory and such and like that. So I guess I understand it, because his show wasn't that great anyway. So from the start. But again, overall, I give the original Ultraman show an A+. It is phenomenal. It is a phenomenally fantastic show. It is so wonderful to watch, and I hope you guys buy this whole set. You can actually find the complete set on Amazon.com and other places. You won't find the 2 box sets right there anymore. Those are discontinued, so those are very rare. But I do hope you buy the CD song collection right there, folks, because it is really good to listen to, and it's just an incredible. It just has incredible songs on there by incredibly talented music artists. So thank you for watching my video, folks, and I'll be back with another review pretty soon. Okay? Thank you. Take care.